This video is part of my webinar series on how to develop interactive dashboard with Power BI. So I have already covered a section on how you'll be able to put this dashboard together from scratch. So if you have not watched the video, I have included a link up here which you can click on to watch the recording of the webinar. But in this video, our focus will be on how you'll be able to use Q&A to come up with this dashboard. So if you come to this second page here, dashboard 2, so if you take a look at this, I have gotten rid of all the visuals. I'm going to show you how you'll be able to do that using the Q&A visual. That helps you to query your data using natural language. So here, if you take a look at the main dashboard, we have these KPIs, total booking, and then the total booking amount, our total profit, and then total customers. So let's see how you'll be able to use Q&A to get these insights. So I'll just come to my second page and I'll just double click on the page or on the empty canvas. Now you can see that now I have been able to insert a Q&A visual. The same way, if you go to the visualization pane, we also have the Q&A visual here, which you can click on to insert the Q&A. But here I just double click on it and you'll be able to insert the Q&A visual onto your canvas. So I'm going to get rid of this and then focus on this. So here the first insight we want is our total booking. So if you take a look at my fields, I already have measures that are calculating these KPIs for me. So I have my total bookings measure here. So if you take a look at this, we are just counting the total booking IDs. So here, if I want my total booking, just using simple English, you'll be able to get that insight. So here I'll just type total booking. Now if you take a look at this, I have this here as my total booking. Now this is still a Q&A visual. Now here I can convert this into a standard visualization which I can include on my dashboard. So here I just click on this to turn it into a standard visualization, and this will be a card. So if you take a look at the visualizations, you see that this is a card. So what I would do is to just bring this one here and then resize it nicely. Now to avoid spending time on the formatting, I'll just go to my existing dashboard and then pick one of the cards and then use the format painter to copy the formatting. So I'm going to select this and then use my format painter here, and then I'll go back to my dashboard 2 and then apply it on this card. And now I have it here. So this is for our total booking. Now let's go ahead and determine our total cost or the total booking amount. So I'll just come here and then double click on an empty space. So I'm going to double click here to activate the Q&A. Then I'm going to search for total booking cost. Now if you take a look at this, I have the insight here. So I'm going to use this to convert this into a standard visual. And this is going to be a card. So I'm going to bring it here and then resize it nicely. And with this, I'm also going to copy the formatting here using the format painter. And then apply it on this second card, which is going to be my total booking cost. And with this, you can see that the figure is too much for the card. So what I would do is, so I just go to format and then come to the data label. And here with the display unit, I'm going to change it from none and pick thousands. And now you'll be able to see our total booking cost. Now let's go ahead and do that for our total profit. So I'm going to double click here and then activate my Q&A. Then I just search for total profit. And here I have my answer here. So I'll just copy this or convert this into a standard visual. And I'm going to bring it here and resize this and then copy the formatting here, then apply it on this card. So here you can see that the figure is also too much for this. So I'll just go to data label and then pick maybe thousands and see. You can see that still we are not able to show the full value. So I'm going to change it and pick millions, and I'll be able to see the total profit. So if you come back to our first visualization, you can see that I have the same amount here as my total profit. Now let's go back to the second dashboard and then also look at our total customers. So I'm going to double click this space to activate my Q&A. Then I'll search for total customers. So I have my total customers here, and this is giving us 67k. So I'm going to convert this into a standard visualization by using this icon here, and I have the value here. So what I will do is to select this, copy the formatting, apply it on this card, and then I'm going to bring it here. Now my total customers. Now let's go ahead and do for the other sections here. So if you take a look at this, we have our top 10 destination for customers. So if you take a look at the fields that we use for this, we are looking at the destination country and then the total booking. But here we have applied a filter on this to show us the top 10 destination countries. So we are going to do this using the Q&A. So I'll come here, double click on this space, and then I'm going to search for top 10 destination country by total booking. Now we have it here. Okay, so I'm going to click outside, and now if you take a look at this, we have our top 10 destination countries by total booking. So I'm going to convert this into a standard visual, and now I can bring it here, resize it nicely. So here I can apply some formatting to this visual. So I'll just activate it, go to the format. I'm going to turn off the title, and then also go to my y-axis, and then also turn off the title on the y-axis. So I'm going to turn it off. I'm also going to do same to the x-axis by turning off the title. And then I'll add some data labels. So still on the format pane, I'll just go to the data labels and then turn it on. Now you'll be able to see the values on the chart. So here I can expand this display unit. I'm going to pick none, so you'll be able to see the full values. So now we have this here. I can go ahead and then turn off the x-axis entirely, and now you can see our top 10 destination for customers. Now here we are also looking at where our customers come from. So we are looking at the origin of our customers. So if you take a look at the data, we have the origin countries here. So we want to show the top 10 origin countries for our customers. So what I will do is to double click this space to activate my Q&A. Then I will just search for top 10 origin countries or country by total customer or customers. So top 10 origin countries. So let me format my origin. So top 10 origin country by total customers. So now we have this here. So I'm also going to convert this into a standard visualization, and then also resize this nicely here. So I'm going to turn off the title. Now we have our top 10. So if you take a look at this, you can see that the countries are not up to 10. So we have all the countries here, but we are able to see the total customers for each of the countries. So what I'm going to do is to resize this nicely here, and also do some formatting. So the first thing I'm going to do is to turn on my data labels, and then also format the display unit. So I'm going to pick none, and then also go to my y-axis and then turn off the title, and then do same for my x-axis. Okay, so now let's go to our customers demographics. So if you take a look at the first dashboard here, we have our customers demographics. So here we are looking at our customers by different age groups, and here for each of the age groups you'll be able to see the number of them who are males and the number of them who are females. So let's see how we'll be able to achieve this using the Q&A. So here I'm going to double click to activate my Q&A. Then I'm going to resize it, and then search by total customers by age group and gender, and now you can see it from here, but I want this to be on a stacked column chart, so I'll just do on a stacked column chart. Now you can see that it has changed and now it's showing me a stacked column chart. So what I will do is to click outside and then also convert this into a standard visualization. So I'm going to click on this button here, and now I have it this way. So I'm going to resize this nicely here and also turn off the title, or maybe customize the title. So here I'll go to my title and say total customers by age groups and gender, and that's okay. So the only thing I will do here is to format the size. So I'm going to make the size 10 and also change the font family. So I'm going to use semi-bold here and then resize this nicely here. Now let's look at our total customers by gender. So here I'll double click and see total customers by gender. Now this is showing me, but I want to use a donor chart, so I'll just add on, and now we have it here. So what I will do is to convert this into a standard visualization. So I'm going to click on this and then convert it into a standard visual. So I can resize this nicely and position it here. So I'm going to select this, copy the format, and then apply it on this. So now my title is formatted. The next thing I will do is to go to my data labels. So the data labels, I want it to show the category and then the percentage of the total. So now because I have the male and then the females here, I can turn off the legend. So I'm going to turn it off to have enough space for the visual. So here I'm going to turn off the background. Now I have it here. Now let's look at these ones. So here we are looking at our total booking change over time, or our total bookings over time. So if you take a look at our first dashboard here, we have the total booking by year, and that's what we are going to do here. So I'll double click and then go by total booking by year. And this has given us a line chart. Even if the visual here is not a line chart, we could have added on a line chart and be able to put this onto a line chart. Okay, so now with this done, I'm going to convert this into a standard visual and then bring it down here, resize it nicely, and then format just the title. So I'll go to the title. I just want to decrease the font size, so I'll make it 12 and then change the font family. Nice. Now if you take a look at our original dashboard here, we have our total booking and then you have the booking last year. So here if I apply any filter on this, you see that the values will change. Right now, because we have not applied any filter from the year or from the date, all of them are showing the same values. So if you take a look at this is our booking for 2019 and this is our booking for last year, which is 2018, and this represents a year-on-year change of minus 9.94. So that's what we want to also include here. So I'll just go ahead and then double click here, and then I'll ask my question, which is total booking. So I have this here, so I'll convert this and also come to my data labels and change the display unit to none, and then I'll bring it here. So the size, I'm going to make it 20. And then also turn off the category label. And now I can place it here. So I'll turn off the background. And also the font. So I'll go to data label. The font family, I'm going to change it and pick this. And also the color, I'm going to change it and use the color that we are using here. So I have this here. So let me increase the size a bit to 30. Maybe 25 will do. Yeah, now bring it here. Now let's get our total booking for last year. So already we have a measure which is giving us the total booking last year. So I'll double click here and then ask the question, show total booking last year. Now this is showing the same value as the one that we have here, because here we have not applied any filter from the calendar table or from the year. So what I will do is to convert this into a standard visual. And now when I filter this by a particular year, you can see that the values will vary from each other. So here we have 56,000, here we have 62. So what I will do is to select this, copy the format, and then apply it on this. So now you can also bring this one here and then resize it. Nice. Now let's do for the year over year change. So already we have a measure which is giving us the booking year over year change. So what I will do is to double click on this and then ask the question, booking change, but we are interested in the percentage change. And now this is giving us this. So what we need to do is to convert this into a standard visual. So I'll convert this into a standard visual and also select this, copy the format, and then apply it on this. I'm going to bring it here. Okay, nice. Now we also have another one here. Here we are looking at the same thing, but we are looking at our total profit. So here I'm going to double click here and then ask the question, total profit over year, total profit by year. Now this has also given us a line chart. So what we need to do is to convert this into a standard visual. So I'm going to click on this to convert this into a standard visualization, which I can include on my dashboard. So I'm going to resize it here and also bring it here. Now what I will do is to select this. I need to add a trend line. So I'm going to select this and then go to analytics. And I have trend line here. So I'm just going to click add and I'll be able to add a trend line. So I'm also going to select this and also come here and then add a trend line. Nice. Now what I will do is to select this and then copy the format. Then apply it on this. Now let's go ahead and determine our total profit. So we already have a measure here which is showing the total profit. So we can copy this or go ahead and then maybe insert another Q&A which will enable us to come up with our total profit. So I'll just say total profit. And we have it here. I'm going to convert this into a standard visual. And then copy one of these, the formatting on these ones, and then also apply it on this card. So I'm going to bring it here. Because our profit is huge, I will just go to data labels. And then with the display unit, I'm going to pick millions. And also bring it here. Then let's go ahead and determine the profit for last year. So we already have a profit here, or a measure here, which is giving us our profit last year. So I'm just going to double click and say total profit last year. Convert this. And also select this, format, and then apply it on this. I'm going to bring it here. Okay, let me resize and bring it here. And then our percentage change. So I'm going to double click here and then search for profit percent. Now this has given us this value here. So I'm going to convert this into a standard visual. And I'm going to copy this or any of these ones. So let me copy this and then apply it on this. And now I can also bring it here. Let me resize and bring it here. Nice. So we are almost through. We are left with the last visualization here. So if you take a look at our first dashboard, we have our top 10 hotels. So we have the name of the hotel, the booking that has gone through that hotel, and then the amount as well as the average user rating. So let's see how we'll be able to do this here. So what I will do is to double click this space, and here I'm going to ask the question, what's our top 10 hotel names or name by total booking. Then I don't want to show just the total booking, I want to get the booking cost. So I'll add the booking cost. And then I also want to add my star rating. So I'll do star rating. Now let's see what we have here. Now we have it here. So what I will do is to convert this into a standard visualization. So I'll click on this. And now I have my table here, which is giving us the top 10 hotels by the total booking. And here we are seeing the booking cost or the total booking revenue. Then we also have their user rating here. So I'm going to resize this nicely and I bring it down a bit. And also turn off the background. And now if you take a look at this, everything is working perfectly. So here I can sort. Now you can see that this is the last 10 item that we have. If I click on this again, and this is the first hotel by the total booking. So if you take a look at this, this has received 185 booking, and then the last item here has received 120 booking. But you can see that we have like 4 of the hotels, same number of booking. So let's sort this in descending order. So we have this way, and we also have the user rating. Now here with the user rating, we want to format it differently. So I can select this and go to field formatting. And here I'm going to change from hotel name and pick the star rating. So the star rating, the font, I want it to be having this gold or yellow color. So I can pick maybe this. Now you can see that this has been formatted differently. And now you can see that everything is now fitting together. The only thing is to select this and also turn off the background. So I'll go to format, and the background I'm going to turn it off. And now everything is looking perfect. Now here we have been able to build everything using the Q&A. Now this video is to show you some of the things that you can do with the Q&A visual. Now with the Q&A visual, you'll be able to query your data using natural language.